Hello, it's Mike the Bowtie Guy, and I'm here to help you succeed in your math classes. We're going to start today by talking about one of the easiest things you can do to begin a semester on the right foot, is staying organized. Too many students don't take a little bit of time to get themselves organized before the semester starts, and 2/3 of the way through the semester, they've got a sea of lost papers in their textbook, and they're just completely stressed out because they can't find anything they need. And a little bit of forethought will save a lot of heartache in the long run. On top of that, when you're organized, you're able to use all of the resources that you have more effectively because you're not having to worry about losing stuff. What is being organized? Being organized simply means that you have a place for everything that you're going to receive. That's where a lot of students go wrong. A lot of students pick up their spiral notebook and a pen and say, bam, I got a spiral notebook, I got a pen, let's do this. And the thing of it is that that's not really considering all the material that you're going to receive. You're going to receive a lot of material throughout the course. You're going to start by getting a syllabus that's going to explain how the course is going to go. Then you might get handouts or PowerPoint slides. There might be test review sheets. There might be notes that you take in class. There might be notes that you take on your own outside of class. There might be homework assignments that you have to write down. There will be graded homework assignments that you get back. There will be exams. And suddenly you've got a big stack of papers and a tiny, tiny little pocket on that spiral notebook. Now, here's one of the easiest ways that you can use your spiral notebook. Pick it up, put it in both hands, and then kindly drop kick it off to Mars. All the way to Mars, as far as you can. Drop kick it away from you. Spiral notebooks are good tools. They're very good at keeping things in order. And the problem is that most of the material that you're going to receive in math class does not go in order. What's going to happen is that you're going to have to continually going back and be putting information back in sort of a random order. And spiral notebooks are actually very bad at that. There's a better tool, a tool that is worth its weight in gold. 3-ring binders. Pick up a thing of 3-ring binders and dividers. They're absolutely perfect. There, you can put your syllabus, you can put handouts, you can put notes that you take in class. If you leave your notebook at home, that's not the end of the world. So long as you have a piece of paper somewhere, you can write stuff down and slap it in it later. You'll be good to go. 3-ring binders are one of the easiest things that you can do to keep things organized. Think about the kind of information you might receive in your class and where you're going to put it. That's the first step to being organized. The other thing that when it comes to staying organized, though, is not just organizing your things, but also organizing your time. Time management is one of the most important skills that college students face. A general rule of thumb is that for every hour inside of class, you should spend at least 2 to 4 hours outside of class preparing for it, studying and doing homework. So if you're in a class, typically classes are 3 to 5 credits, you're looking at 6 to 10 hours outside of class every week where you're studying and you're doing homework. So one of the most important things that you need to do is get yourself a planner. Get a weekly planner. Block out the time that you're in class. Block out the time that you're at work. And block out the time that you're going to study before the semester begins. Too many students just try to simply squeeze their studying in whenever they get a chance, and that's not a way to do it. When you have the time set in advance, you're working around it. It allows you to be more efficient in planning the use of your time. A lot of times when students don't plan their time out in advance, what happens is they fall behind in one class because they can't juggle the demands of all their different classes that they have. So they've put everything on the back burner except for one class to play catch up. And then they're suddenly behind in another one of their classes. And so everything else gets put on the back burner and they end up just running, putting out fire after fire after fire after fire. And they fall way behind and it becomes a lot more stress on them than it needs to be. So pick yourself up a planner. It's one of the easiest things that you can do. Even if you don't have a planner, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. There are websites on the internet where you can print free planner pages and put them into a 3-ring notebook if you want to. The big thing is whatever you do, schedule your time in advance before the semester starts so that you know you're going to be putting in the amount of time that you need. So once you've got your stuff organized and you've got your time organized, you'll be in a position to start the semester on a good foot. Until next time, it's Mike, the Bowtie Guy. See you guys later. Toodles!